Okay, this video tutorial is going to show you how to select a bank product, get your return ready for review, and upload your documents. Once you've completed the return, you're going to reach the e-file screen. You're going to select your bank product here. Refund Advantage ERC is going to be a printed check in your office. Refund Advantage ERD means Refund Advantage is going to direct deposit the client's check. And Refund Advantage card means you're going to hand them a card today when you're doing their return. All of these three options mean that your preparation fees will be deducted from the client's refund. If you select any other option, that means you need to be collecting the preparation fees up front. Your preparation fees will not be deducted if you choose something other than the Refund Advantage product. Now, when you log in or you get to this point in your return, if you're not seeing Refund Advantage as an option, that means that your bank application is still in processing. Once you've received your check stock and your debit cards, that means your bank has been approved and you should see these options available to you. If you've received your bank stock and you do not see these options, please let us know so we can activate your office. So for this return, we're going to select Printed Check. It's also important to note in this return, this is a dummy demo office, so the fees for the banking products are not populated. You're going to hit Next, and you're going to get your preparation fees. This is where you can edit the amount that you want to charge your client. This is the dollar figure that you will be paid on. So if you want to increase it or decrease it, this is where you would do that. You can also add an electronic filing fee if you wish. As you'll see, this return has Audit Maintenance Pro on it. It also has identity theft. If you want to remove that, all you have to do is uncheck that box. And then here's the shipping and handling for the tablet. You're going to have your client's email, the taxpayer's PIN. I would recommend that your taxpayer choose a PIN that they can remember. I would suggest they use their zip code because that's 5 digits. It's easy for them to remember. Your ERO PIN or your PIN is going to be the last 5 digits of your PTIN number. You'll hit Next, then it's going to give you your reminder about your disclosure. You remember that over here is your consent to use and consent to disclose forms. These forms will not be signed within the software. You must print these forms out, get your client's signature, and then upload them into the software. The only time you will not need to do this is if the client started their return in the app. If they started their return in the app, then they have already signed these forms. You're going to select if you want your taxpayer to receive a text message as soon as you've printed their check. You can import their address from their 1040. You need to have 2 different telephone numbers when you're doing a bank product. Here you'll put their state ID information, and then you can skip the third-party designee information. And then once you hit Save, everything will process, and it will take you to your summary screen where you will obtain your signatures. So all you have to do is click on the Sign button at the top here. and a box will come up for your taxpayer's signature. And they will use your mouse to do their signature. You're going to hit save. Now that signature will be applied to all documents that require a signature in the return. And then this is going to give you a breakdown of your fees. So here's their full refund amount, and here is their net refund amount after the preparation fees and banking third-party fees have been deducted. Remember that the preparer fees are what you're going to earn your percentage off of. You're going to check this box, ready for review. And at this time, you can click on Set Return Tags. And this is where you're going to check Ready for Compliance. And you'll hit Save. And close that box. Now you will not see what you selected down here, so don't worry if you don't see that. And you're going to hit Save and Exit. This is going to take you back out of this return and then take you into your main login screen when you log into the office. So now you're going to go find that return. And if you did select the tag Ready for Compliance, then you can filter by the tag name. You can also put in the client's name. So I know that I've marked this Ready for Compliance. So that's going to pull that return up right there. Next, you're going to go to your tools. Now it is time for us to upload all of our documents. Now, please note over on the left-hand side of the screen, in addition to your consent to use and consent to disclose, we have added a couple of forms. If your client is a student and they do not have a 1098-T, you will print out this form, have them fill it out and sign it. If they are claiming a child that is not their son or daughter, then you will need to have them complete this form. And if they are doing a Schedule C and you do not have a printout from some kind of accounting software or a profit and loss statement, the Schedule C income and expense report will need to be completed by the taxpayer. We're going to go to Scan Documents here. And you'll see that I've already uploaded the consent, the Schedule C, and the W-9. But just to show you how easy it is, all you have to do is click on Upload Documents, click in this box, and that's going to take you to your desktop documents. And so I'm just going to type in consent. Oops. Consent form. Open. Now that consent form is in your uploaded documents. So this is where you're going to upload the driver's license. We need to make sure that the driver's license is legible. So if you've made a copy of it, I recommend that you enlarge it and that you do it in color. We're going to put our W-2s here, our 1099s, our consent forms, and any other supporting documentation that you need for this return, because this is where compliance is going to go and check. They're going to make sure that we have all of your signed documents and all of your uploaded documents. You can check your client status from that screen. So later on, when you're coming back to the return, you can see here if the return has been transmitted yet. You'll also be able to see if the return has been rejected or accepted. Now, once compliance has reviewed your return, they will mark the return ready to transmit. That means that that return will go to the next stage, where our transmit team will transmit that return. You will then be able to see in the return status section whether that return has been accepted or rejected. That way you will know if there is a rejection, you'll be able to go in and check the rejection code and make any fixes that are necessary for that return. And then you will mark it again ready for compliance so that it goes back to compliance so that they can recheck that return and get it ready to transmit. Now, on average, your returns will be filed within 4 hours. So every return that we receive by 6 p.m. Eastern Time will be filed that same day. If we receive that file after 6 p.m., there is a chance that it may not be transmitted until the next morning. It's important that you check the status of your returns. That way, if you are missing something, compliance will mark the return and let you know what you're missing. If you're missing signatures, they will mark it missing signatures. If you're missing everything, they will mark that you're missing all compliance. So they will convey to you what is still needed to get that return ready for review and transmittal. Of course, if you have any questions or you need any further assistance, you can call support at 855-767-1040.